Well, for the people who've been around a while, do you remember every year I go to this large rummage sale thing that we have in town where they use a big hockey arena, and a lot of people sell, twice a year they set up and sell stuff. And it's great because it's usually junk that doesn't cost a lot and it's odd stuff, it isn't like regular flea market type of deal. Well, I'm in a habit of showing what I get at those things. So I'll go through kind of quick what I got this year. This is something I've wanted for a long time, but I never run across used ones. And it's one of them, I don't want to buy a new one. You can get a new kind of poorly built one, or pay a lot of money to get a really good one. I'd sooner buy something good old, and I can't even find a brand name on this, but it is nice. It's got a lot of adjustments on it. It's got a 3-cutter head on it, which is going to be like 6 inch, and the knives actually look like they're in pretty good shape. But I've been working around having one of these. I've needed one for a long time. Well, now I got one for $40, and it's nice in that it's the belt driven. I haven't tried it, but the guy said it worked, and I trust him. I generally trust these people. But you could put any motor on there and run it. But heavy cast iron and a heavy cast iron base, really solid, with a lot of really precise little adjustments on it to set your different levels and stuff. Even the fence has got all kinds of angling to it. So that'll be handy. It was a good deal for $40. Well, I got a set of old hinges, 4 of them for $5. Well, I actually got quite a few hinges, but you end up with odds and ends. Well, here's a set of 4 that match. Well, I'm building that shed right there. These might be the hinges I use. I'll take them over and glass beat them to get rid of the white paint that's on them. And then I can get a fresh coat of rust on, that'll be good to go. And I got, stuff like this is where you really come out well. This was a quarter, but it's just a padlock, the hasp deal. If you should want to lock something up for a quarter, I like to keep a lot of that stuff on hand. Okay, this is a pretty cool deal, and I think I paid $15 for that. But it's a hand crank whetstone that actually has it's cast iron with a stone, and it's got a water reservoir. Oop, you overfill. So the stone is always wet. Let me get this today too, Collins double bit. I guarantee you're never going to burn the blade on her. Yeah, that's cool. But I like that it runs in water all the time. I would have to play around and true that stone up a little bit. But she works. I like that. Nice big old clunker. And this, which was a great deal, is a old Chevrolet radio. Paid $15 for it. Now the guy said they hooked her up to a 6-volt battery and she buzzes and the light comes on. So he figured, well, she must work. He didn't have an antenna to try her. But this is the exact radio that belongs in my 47 Chevy car, which I did a couple of videos I think it's been in. But my radio on that died years and years ago. This is the exact radio. So I'm in business now, and she's in excellent shape. There isn't much to go wrong with them, but mine, there's a vibrator in there, and that went out, and I kept monkeying around, and pretty soon you had to bang on the radio to get it to work. If this one makes noise, she's set to go. She even got the push buttons and they work. It's funny because on these old ones, when you push the button, it turns the knob too. You know, it'd be interesting to see when they see. Oh, I can kind of tell. She's local to the area because the presets are local stations. But good old radio, and I got all the mounting brackets and everything from an old one, so I was glad to get that. That was. Sometimes you run into them things you'd never think you'd see. Okay. This is a kerosene lamp, cost me $5. Now it's brass with a nickel plate, and it looks like an Aladdin, and it uses a round wick like an Aladdin, but it isn't. It's a Naugatuck. They don't use a mantle like an Aladdin does, and they use a standard chimney. You know, Aladdins, they've got the round wick like what this has, but then they get, you know, they use a mantle on top and a special chimney that's very expensive and rather fragile. You know, these are a little bit better. I've had round wick ones before, not this particular brand, but, and, you know, I don't know how much life there is in this wick, but I went on eBay as soon as I bought it. I bought another new wick, because you can usually find that stuff for like $10. I got a wick for the $5 lamp, but I'm pleased with that. There's probably a few other things, but things get jostled around and I forget. Those are the main, but this joiner I really wanted, and I'm kind of tickled with this thing. I think that's cool. Really put an edge on things. You know, just, you know, it isn't gear driven like some of them that really get going. This just slow speed. But I like that it has the water reservoir where you could run like a kerosene in there. That's cool. I think that's all. I'm sure I'm missing something. I always, every time I do this, then I always run into things later. But, you know, this and that, they were the main things. Very cool. But this will make some of my woodworking projects a little bit easier. Because like I say, I've been kind of working around having a joiner. But I'm working on a table now, and I really want to get them top pieces to all match really well. Well, this is the tool for it.